Acid rain. What is it? A broad term for acid rain usually refers to any type of precipitation with acidic components. Forms comes as rain, snow, fog, hail, or even dust. The two types of acid rain are sulfuric and nitric acid. It comes from the atmosphere in wet or dry forms. Causes: sulfur dioxide (SO2) and nitrogen oxides (NOx) is carried by winds and air currents. Then it is emitted into the atmosphere. Components react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to create acid. Only a small portion of SO2 and NOx come from natural sources, such as volcanoes. Most of the portion comes from burning fossil fuel. Fuel burned to power electric power generators, vehicles, and manufacturing machines. Winds blow SO2 and NOx over long distances. As you can see in the photo, the two sources are volcanoes and a manufacturing plant. Forms: acid rain falls down our atmosphere as wet and dry deposition. Wet deposition is when sulfuric and nitric acid falls to the ground mixed with rain, snow, hail, or fog. Dry deposition is when acid particles and gases deposits to the surface, falls in bodies of water, lands on vegetations and buildings. As you can see in the photo, there are three types of way acid rain is falling back down to earth: either rain, snow, or particles and gases. Impacts: acid rain impacts the bodies of water the most. It collects in lakes, streams, and etc. The contaminated water is then absorbed into the soil where vegetation is growing. As you can see in the photo right next to it, you can see an area where acid rain has been falling, and within a 3-year time span, a lot of plant material have died. It also affects the aquatic environment the most as well, as fish and other aquatic creatures live directly in the water. Measuring acid rain. To measure acid rain, you use the pH scale. On the pH scale, 7.0 is neutral, as it is identified in the green in the photo, and anything lower from 6 to 1 is considered acidic, and anything higher from 8 to 14 is alkaline. And you can see how the colors are represented. Normal rain falls to the ground around a pH of 5.6. It's a little acidic due to the CO2 dissolving in it, forming a weak carbonic acid. Acid rain, on the other hand, usually falls at a 4.2 to a 4.4 pH. Organizations out there that are measuring acid rain. The National Atmospheric Deposition Programs, the NADP, monitor acid rain in collected sites, and they are throughout the locations in the US, Canada, and the Virgin Islands.